Oh shit, here we go! It's on! Race War!
Hello, my viewers, subscribers, internet. I don't usually do videos like this, but something came on the news this morning that just got my mind thinking all day. I was just thinking about it all morning. I was just like, I have an opinion about this. I was talking to other people about it, and the internet just seems very, very hyped up about it. So that means it's video time. I don't know if you guys know or not, but an incident happened in Texas where this Muslim kid named Ahmed, that more or less he got suspended from school, just a media crucifixion because he brought a clock into his school. It was a science project. He brought a clock into school, and the clock proceeded to look like a bomb. But it wasn't a bomb at all, and the teachers saw it and they were like, oh my god, it's a bomb. So they pretty much took Muhammad Ali and just like, yeah, handcuffs, jail. Kid was arrested and all that, and people are just, they're freaking the fuck out because they're like,
Race War!
okay, let me start with this. First of all, my genuine opinion is the fact that I feel like it's kind of both parties' faults, because I feel like, one, the school should have handled it a bit differently instead of just, making it seem like it's just this big thing. And even though I know it is a big thing because, because of school shootings and, bombings and all the other stuff, you can't be too careful. But it's literally not even a week after 9/11, and this happens, so yeah. One of the main things I see everybody in the comment section talking about is the fact that they should have evacuated the school. Because usually when there's a bombing or something, when there's some type of mass threat to the school gets evacuated. Someone calls the school like, hey, guess what? I put a stick of dynamite in one of the bathroom stalls. Just one of them. Have a nice day. Hey, yeah, they're evacuating the school. That's just how it goes. And the fact that they didn't evacuate the school this time when they suspected this clock was a bomb, a lot of people are like, oh, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. Honestly, the way I see it, guys, I honestly feel like this. Would it have made a difference if the school was evacuated or not? It really would have made a difference. The same thing would have happened. You just would have had people that are now like, oh, it was just the clock. Why did you evacuate the school? That didn't need to happen. I do realize that is a procedure, like that, but it's just like, it wouldn't have made a difference, guys. You still would have had the same situation. The boy would have still been arrested. He still would have been, locked up, and that still would have happened. The only difference is that school would have been evacuated, but the same end result would have still happened. So the school being evacuated, whatever. I do understand what people are pissed off about. The whole race card thing, because Prince Abubu over here, he's Muslim. I've seen some people post pictures like, oh, it's okay for a white guy to walk around with a gun and shit like that, and that's perfectly fine, America. But this Muslim guy, oh, no, he made a clock, it must be a bomb. In a briefcase, it must be a bomb. It has a timer, it's got wires, must be a bomb. And the media just blowing this all out of proportion, and it's not that big, but honestly, guys, this is what I really came to my mind that we all need to accept. To a degree, we all are racist. We are all deep down racist to an extent. It's not a good thing, not a bad thing. It's opinionated, but that's what it is. We're all racist to a point, because it's just how we're brought up and what we see in the media, stuff like that. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't really fly planes. I never really flown a plane like yet. But I have to admit, if I got on a plane and I see a guy with a turban wrapped around his neck, 4 other guys, and they look shifty, I'm going to be nervous. With all these buildings crashing into planes and crashing in Hudson Rivers, you just can't be too certain. So I'm like, I don't want to experience that. So, stewardess, watch those guys. They might be armed. Oh, but I think the best comment I've seen so far was that somebody made a post. I'll see if I can bring it up. Am I racist if I feel uncomfortable about a guy with a turban on my plane because this isn't okay with me? And the guy replies like this. I know what you mean. I get really uncomfortable whenever I see a white man walk into a movie theater or elementary school. That post just really made me put a lot of things in perspective, that we all are racist to an extent, and it's just what's being portrayed on the media, what's happening in the world. That's just the way the world is. Well, we're all racist, get over it. Did I think that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar should have been arrested and all like stuff and put in handcuffs? Or is a necessity in case so they don't flee or whatever, you don't want to not put handcuffs on. The result be like, okay, we're not going to put the handcuffs on you because you're Muslim. We don't want to seem racist. We don't want to do that. You're not going to escape. You're not going to do that because you said you wouldn't. You wouldn't. But at the end of the day, I do feel like, the way everything was handled, it could have been better and all like that, but it's just, hey, I'm glad nothing did actually happen, because what if that was a bomb? What if that actually was a bomb and they didn't do nothing at all and half that school just blew up, school's gone? Then everybody would have been like, oh my god, why didn't they check that guy? He's a Muslim. You should know Muslims do that. They create bombs and C4, and you should know this by now. You should know that. But instead, it wasn't a bomb, and now we got people like,
oh shit, here we go! It's on! Race War! Race War! Race War! Race War's on, everybody! It's going down! Shit is going down!
So what are your thoughts about this whole movement and everything, this whole I stand behind Ahmed thing? What's your thoughts on it? Put in the comment section, let me know. Now, Ahmed, man, he's got it made for real. You see what happened to him at the end? You see what they said at the end? He's only arrested for like a couple of hours, got 3 days of suspension, he's going to a new school, and he gets a trip to the White House. The White House. Let me find out all I do is create a clock, make it look like a bomb, and I just go to a school, and then I, get arrested for a couple of hours, I get 50,000 more followers, and I get a trip to the White House. That's a win. And of course, if I do it, I'll probably get arrested and thrown in jail. I won't do it. Wherever they put in the comment section, let me know. Remember, guys, subscribe. Until next time.